What's up, guys? So I want to talk about anxiety battle scars. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, and feel free to leave me a comment down below and talk about whatever you'd like to discuss. So, do I have any anxiety battle scars? Are there still some deep wounds or scar tissue that I have today that I developed from my anxiety days? You know, I dealt with health anxiety, panic disorder, social anxiety, and bouts of depression. Those are some big deals to go through all at once. You know, there's many people out there just dealing with one, but there's also many that have 2 or 3 or even more anxiety disorders at the same time. That can be very taxing emotionally, physically. It can really change a person. And for me, I also want you to know that not all battle scars from anxiety are bad. Some of them are actually blessings. So I guess I'm going to try to share a few of these, the ones that I deal with. Now, I'll begin with some of the ones that still affect me, if any, negatively. One of them was whenever I developed social anxiety. You know, I was ashamed of my anxiety disorders. I was somewhat embarrassed. I didn't get good reactions from everybody, including family and friends. So I began to push people away and isolate myself. I stopped talking to people, and I became somewhat of a loner. You know, I self-medicated with alcohol, and that became my best friend at the time. So there was something that just held on afterwards. If there's anything that I still struggle with, I would say it's social anxiety. I wouldn't say I have a disorder. I don't. I can still go to events. I can be in concerts. I can be around friends and family. But I still have this tendency that I developed then to kind of just be self-reliant and enjoy myself and enjoy my own company. I know some people would say that's not a bad thing, but I tend to do so more than others. I'm kind of a homebody. My wife will mention this a lot, and I don't blame her. I love to just stay at home and kind of, you know, watch TV or relax at home. I also have, you know, a wife and 3 kids, so I don't have a lot of time to get out and about, but that's an area of my life that I can improve on. So that's maybe a scar that in some ways negatively affects me. I know it's not normal to not really want to go hang out with your friends a lot. And some of that I could be mistaken with just growing older, but that's something that kind of still affects me. I feel like it shouldn't be that way. I love my friends, but it isn't going to hurt me so much if I don't see them for a while, and that's something I feel like I need to work on. Something else, guys, that I deal with, I'm still kind of jumpy and startly, something that I didn't deal with much before my anxiety days. If somebody slams a door or somebody honks, I get slightly agitated. I guess you could, I don't want to say that I have PTSD, but it's just something that kind of stuck with me and that I deal with. So that's another one. But then there's some good ones. And it doesn't sound good at first whenever I describe it. But, you know, I thought I was dying every single day. I was in a really bad spot. All the physical symptoms, all the chest pain, all the going to the doctors. There's a part of me that still feels sorry for myself in those days. And there's just, it's a constant reminder for me to know that I don't ever want to go back to that spot. That scar's still there. It happened. I was wounded. I've healed, but it left a scar. But I know that I don't ever want to go back to that point. I will do whatever I can to keep myself, the funny thing is, you know, I'm still prone to that. If I had panic attacks, I'm still prone to have them. I've just developed the tools to overcome that. So that's an example of a good battle scar that I have that I can show off, or whatever you want to call it. So there's that. The other one is, guys, another battle scar is I lost so much during that 5 years. I wasn't very productive. I lost so much money. I was bad financially. I quit college. I lost relationships. I lost a few friendships, including a girl that I was with for 4 years. I'm not so much regretful for that one because I married a beautiful woman and she's my wife and she's had my children, so I'm thankful for that. But that scar is there. 5 years of time that I'm not going to get back. And it's another good reminder that I don't ever want to go back into that unproductive state, to go back into that time where I was just going through the motions, which were often bad emotions. But guys, I just want you to know that I still have scars, but I am a new person. They're just reminders. And like I said, not a couple of them are not so bad. The other 2 I can still work on. So that's good news. So guys, there is hope out there. Make sure that you're following all the tips that I give you. They're down in the description below. Make sure that you follow those day in and day out. It all starts with figuring out what is causing your anxiety. then you need to work on that. And that can be all the lifestyle changes that I mentioned, including exercise and diet. But you need to work on yourself also mentally. That includes the meditation, the journaling. Go to therapy if you need to try it out. Please do it. Something I didn't do. So guys, I hope you got some value out of this. I'm still growing and learning each and every day, becoming a better person, a better man, a better husband, a better father. And I'm glad to do that without having anxiety disorders. It's much easier for me to accomplish that. So if you got any value, guys, like this video. And again, leave me a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates when I put these videos out. All of my social media and all of my resources for getting over anxiety are down below in the description. So be sure to check that out. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and have a great evening.